Welcome to Cyprian TV and of course Mokwa, the informer. This is another conversation we are having right from Ufanisi Resorts. I always tell you guys that you've never been to Ufanisi when you've never been to Kisi. Right here we are joined by the daughter of the boss. How is that introduction? Is it okay?
It's shallow.
It's shallow.
Yeah.
Okay, fine. So you're going to do the formal introduction yourself. Please.
Okay.
Who are you?
My name is Mrs. Sandra Lumumba.
Okay.
Yes, I'm the boss's daughter, but my roles go beyond that. I'm actually the general manager of the facility, and yeah,
The
I
general
would say.
manager. Just to begin from there, how did you reach that level? Because I know the other siblings of yours.
I think I took an early interest in the business.
Okay.
We have always worked in the hotel
All right.
over the years. We used to waiter at some point. Then when I had more time, I became the operations manager in charge of food and beverage. And then later I became the GM.
Wait, you worked as a waitress here?
Yeah,
Serving people around?
yeah. I did it a lot, especially over COVID.
Oh,
I was
okay.
still doing that. Yeah,
So that's how after being a waitress, then now you moved to another level.
yeah.
Finally now the general manager. How's the job?
The job is tasking. It requires a lot of patience and dedication. It requires a lot of innovation, and of course you have to be competitive because that's how the business is.
Yeah, because there's a lot. There are many businesses of the same around.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, now, so far, how do you feel? Have you taken up the hotel to another level since you took over?
I feel like I have. I feel like we've made positive strides since I came on board, and the numbers don't lie. And I think even the staff who work here, I feel like they're more disciplined, they're more focused on their core duties, and that's very important.
I can attest to that because Fanisi looks better.
Thank you.
Every time I come here, I realize that it's a better place. It looks new to me every time. It's nice, by the way.
Thanks.
What is this one unique thing about Fanisi? Before I tell you, because I have
The most unique thing about Ufanisi is the nature.
nature.
It's actually the only forest in CBD. It's true.
You just said my stuff. I didn't expect that. I didn't expect that because
Yeah.
I said this is the only hotel with a forest inside.
Yeah.
All trees, all types of trees, so many actually. And one time when I slept here, I wake up in the morning, just see a bird next to the window.
It's the best.
It's the best actually, the place to be.
Yeah.
And actually, this is going to be very cold, but this place here, one thing about it, these windbreakers, which are trees, work very well.
Our clients say it's colder than usual,
Yeah?
but again, it depends. If you're from Kisi, I guess you get used to it.
Get used to this environment.
Yeah.
Which one is your best meal here at Ufanisi?
My best meal. Oh, okay. I would say pan-fried fish fillet with a side of mashed potatoes and mixed vegetables steamed.
A bit slow for my viewers. What did you say?
I said pan-fried fish fillet with a side of mashed potatoes and steamed mixed veggies.
Veggies.
Yeah.
So it's a nice stuff when someone comes here. It's good. It's a good thing to have.
It always slaps.
Okay. For me, it's mbuzi chapo. I think your mbuzi is the best. Fried mbuzi. White
Oh
fried
yeah?
is the best because I feel the taste of mbuzi when I eat it.
Yeah,
really nice.
that's also a good one.
I love it. And this is the one I can recommend. Than the one you said.
Fair enough.
Okay, now let me take you through some few things here.
Okay.
Of course, you know the person who has been trending right now in Kenya.
Yeah.
The youth man from Gusii region. And of course, you're proud of him. That
Of
is
course.
MORARA Kebaso.
Yeah.
In most of the interviews, he has always been asked questions, how has his journey been? And one of the things he has said is that Ufanisi was the breakthrough for him.
Yeah.
This is the place he met James of God. Later on, he started advancing up to now where he is right now. What do you remember about MORARA Kebaso here?
I didn't interact with him very much
Okay.
back then, but I remember he was a young man with a lot of energy. Alikuanga na nguvu ya kazi.
Oh, okay.
And he was always quick to get the job done. And I'm glad that he got something out of Ufanisi, and it propelled him to, you know, greater heights.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Are you in touch, like now, as opposed to them?
Honestly, no. I don't want to lie.
Yeah, you should get in touch with him because I think he have to be associated with this place that much.
All right. I guess I'll try and look for him.
Yeah, I'm gonna, Father, I think you can talk to him. I know you can reach him. Now,
I'm sure.
let me take you another thing here. As a general manager here, there are these challenges you've encountered in your job that you feel young girls should be aware of, so that at least when you get these positions, you can be able to deliver. What are these things that you think are best?
Like positions like my job.
Yes, yes.
As young women in the industry who want to grow.
Or even in any form of our capacity, serving anywhere in this country.
I believe for a woman to be in a position of influence, they must work twice as hard compared to a man. They must develop a thick skin, because people tend to expect women to be lesser than. I don't know why they assume that.
Okay.
But I would encourage young girls and young women out there to stay focused. There are a lot of distractions along the road, whether it's love, marriage. All those things should not be a hindrance to achieving your goals. Matter of fact, they should be a motivation. And it's possible, of course.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, I think you've given some good advice to young girls today. Now, there are those who can be motivated when they associate themselves with you. For instance, if you give your history where you went to school, perhaps maybe in primary, secondary, and university, then they can be able to tell themselves, okay, if Sandra went through this position, this current institution, I'm able to go the same heights. Now, can you give us the history about you now when it comes to education?
Yeah, I schooled most of my primary and secondary in Nakuru. I was born in Nax.
Okay.
So I went to a school called Christ the King, which is very strict, very Catholic. Though I wouldn't say that had a direct bearing on who I've become. And then after that, I went to Eastmore Girls in Nakuru, where I finished. Shortly after, I moved to Nairobi. I went to Strathmore for a bit, but I finally landed in University of Nairobi, where I completed a course, and I moved to Australia to finalize on my studies in the hospitality.
Oh, you did your course in hospitality in Australia?
Yeah.
That is great. Why did you go back to Kenya?
Because of Ufanisi.
Oh, to come and take care of your own business.
Yeah, I figured my parents were, you know, our parents are getting old, my generation. Our parents are getting old, and I felt like it was high time that I focused on the business so I can allow them to pursue other things in their life as well. Yeah.
Now that you went through the Kenyan system of education, what is the difference between this one in Kenya and that one in Australia that you think you can share with us?
I feel like the education system in Australia is very student focused. They focus a lot on ensuring students get the most they can out of education. They offer counseling services to students who are maybe facing challenges in their academics, they're not performing. And I feel like that's not really offered here.
It is true.
Yeah.
In Kenya here, is there counseling at this university? There isn't. Actually here there's so many courses that we offer. They're not even supported by the institutions themselves, the ones that offer those courses.
Yeah.
You can't get a psychologist in a university, you can't get a counselor there, you can't get a mental health expert, being given a job at least to help students. Yet they are needed there because so many things are happening.
Yeah, actually, even just getting counseling or therapy as adults who are in the working world here in Kisii is very difficult.
It's very difficult. People, what do you think is the problem?
I just think people think hakuna pesa hapo.
Also, those who need the services can't pay for that.
Yeah, therapy in Kenya is very expensive. But I've heard of some online therapy services that people in need can check out.
Now, there's this school you established here at Ufanisi
Yeah.
called
Ufanisi Ufanisi International Hospitality College. Yeah.
Yes. Has it kicked off?
Yeah, it kicked off.
Okay.
We currently have around 30 students pursuing different courses in hospitality.
What is this thing? I used to hear about. There's some unique thing that is offered in this
Yeah.
school. What is it?
So we have a MOU with a university called MedHat in Canada,
Okay.
where we have students applying for certain courses that can allow them to go to Canada to have that student exchange program. And I believe that's very unique because it allows the students in Canada to come here and our students to go there and experience learning there. And I believe if you get a chance to go to Canada and you really give it 100%, you could get more opportunities that can guarantee your stay there longer.
How long does the course take?
2 years.
2 years. At what level do people go to Canada? Because I'm very sure my viewers will be able like, okay, you want to go?
Of course. I think it's the last trimester, the last semester of school.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's mandatory for all students who are here will go.
It's not mandatory
If you apply.
if you apply to the specific courses.
So far, it's not to do 2 years down the line since it was open, right?
It's not yet been.
Okay. But students are coming in, and how do they apply for this course?
You reach out to us here. There's a number for reaching out to the college. You reach out, we give you the information packet on the courses that we offer. We don't just offer diploma courses, we also offer certificate courses, refresher courses. So even if you're a professional or to say you're a waitress working in a restaurant and you want to upskill to become a barista, you can grab a refresher course that is like 2 weeks where you practically get taught how to become a barista and upskill, and it can help you move on to the next level at your job. Yeah.
That's great. So there's another thing I wanted to inquire because I've heard so many people in Kisi talking about the Sunday
branch.
Sunday branch. What usually happens here?
Oh, what usually happened is better. Sunday branch was a concept we had started of, so it's a social link up in the Lotus Garden. It was such a good time. We'd bring DJs and artists from around the country to entertain us. And it was unique because it was an outdoor setup, which is not very common around this area. So yeah.
So it's every Sunday?
It was, but of late we have not been having the show, but I have seen people requesting that it should come back.
Yeah, it should.
Yeah.
Yeah, we need to see that show coming back.
Yeah.
We were talking about it because I also heard about it. I've not attended one. I was looking forward for this Sunday. But this right there,
Yeah.
please do something.
I will.
Now, let me take you back slightly on the same MORARA now. He has been talking about leadership and accountability.
Yeah.
Right here at Ufanisi, how do people, what can you tell us about accountability?
Towards staff.
Yeah, how do you ensure even yourself or whoever is working here, how do people ensure that people believe what they're supposed to do?
It's so important to have engagement with your staff.
Okay.
And I'm not just talking in a broad spectrum where you call a general meeting. We often hold meetings with our staff to remind them of their core duties. We have systems in place to ensure that staff adhere to the regulations of the facility. And to be honest, it's all about, you have to just be on top of things. And when you say accountability, it goes hand in hand with going against. You can only be held accountable to something if you go against the policies. For example, if you're a waiter, you sell something to a client and you don't declare the funds, you will be held accountable for that. At the same time, we have heads of department who we task with keeping their teams accountable in terms of keeping up with their jobs, giving their jobs 100%, and that also goes hand in hand with staff motivation. You have to keep your staff motivated, reward them when they do well, encourage them, and just have an open door policy for them.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, what Morara has been exposing, do you support? Now that he was inspired from here, this was the breakthrough. Do you support what he does?
Okay. I feel it's important that the people have a voice to channel their frustrations,
Yes.
and it could be anyone, and it's Morara right now.
Yes.
And I believe there should be some change that comes from this. I don't want to really be political and say this or that, but I will say I hope something fruitful comes out of what he's trying to do.
So far, Kenyans, particularly the youths, declared in 2027, whether we are losing or not, we are voting for him.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. I feel he could be the change that the youth need. He's a youthful man, and when you look around, when you look at the board, you may not see a champion that the youth could support at the moment. And I wish him the best if that is the direction he hopes to go.
Let me tell you from this interview, Kenyans are going to be very serious with Morara. The reason being, you have said that he's someone who always wanted things to happen.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
And if that is the case, then we need such a kind of a leader, particularly a president in this country of that caliber.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for opening our eyes as far as MORARA Kebaso is concerned. Now, kindly speak to your customers, your clients who want to come to Ufanisi.
Yeah.
Tell them something about Ufanisi, please.
Habari zenu, karibu sana Ufanisi Resorts. We are located 5 minutes from CBD, and I don't know if you can tell from where we're sitting, but this is a really beautiful, green, sustainable facility that offers a modern luxury in terms of accommodation. We have a very clean and well-maintained swimming pool that is open every day of the week. We have beautiful gardens to host any of your functions, be it birthdays, weddings, baby showers. We have a lot to offer as a facility, so please feel free to call us on our phone number 0796 105 718, and you can always check us out on our website, which I'm sure my gracious host will have on his screen.
Yeah, of course.
To repeat myself, the number is 0796 105 718. The number is active 24 hours a day, so please feel free to give us a chance. Oh, also, we offer a lot of conference training packages. We actually pride ourselves as a business hotel, so we also encourage corporates to come over and check us out. Thank you.
Thank you so much. So I want to tell you guys, kindly make sure that you subscribe, like, and comment, because that's the best support you can always give these channels. Of course, I want to remind you that you've never been to Ufanisi and you've never been to Kisii. That should be your motto.
I actually think so.
It's really nice.
That's
Thank you so
a nice
much.
one. Thank you so much.
I really appreciate the fact that it didn't take too many texts for you to accept our invitation for the show.
It's okay.
We really appreciate it. Thank you so much. God bless you.
Amen.
All the best in your role as the general manager of Ufanisi.
Thank you.
See you next time.